Enjoy the sun while it lasts. Thank you, Aaron. Many small business owners everywhere are wondering how they can actually survive this unprecedented shutdown. While Governor Inslee has introduced a phased approach to reopening public gatherings, some industries worry the time is running out. Only 5 drive-in theaters operate throughout this state. Only a fraction of those have actually survived since their heyday. And while coronavirus threw our economy into chaos, drive-in theater owners insist they have been doing social distancing well before it became the healthy thing to do. Q13's Steve Kiggin shows us there is little time left to make sure drive-ins don't disappear forever.
Time is not on their side.
Time to free the fox.
Daryl Bratt and his family have run the Blue Fox drive-in in Oak Harbor since '88.
I grew up in Nebraska, and my father always took us to the local drive-in there.
We didn't call it social distancing at the time, but in a sense, that's what drive-ins have been since they were invented in the early 30s.
Jack Ondrasik has owned the Rodeo Drive-in in Bremerton since '86. And while his season brought in customers for a few weeks back in March, Inslee's stay-at-home order forced him to close.
We want to be supportive. We don't want to open up too soon. We don't want to lose any more time than we have to.
An online petition urging Inslee to reconsider drive-in closures has already gathered more than 60,000 signatures.
It's all 5 of us in this state. We're trying to get open.
In our state, drive-ins have only survived in Oak Harbor, Port Townsend, Shelton, Bremerton, and Colville. At one time, drive-ins were the main attraction. Dozens were constructed in what back then was the outskirts of town. But that was then. Tacoma's Starlight Drive-In was one of many that didn't survive.
Hi, you hungry? Looking for a tempting treat?
Today, the families left running these throwbacks worry this intermission could be permanent.
At any given time, you can look at a Costco or Walmart and see hundreds of cars in their parking lots parked next to each other. But an outdoor theater, you can't have a parking lot full of cars.
It truly is a matter of survival.
Dorothea Mays owns the Skyline Drive-In in Shelton. She has a deeply personal connection to this place. She bought it from her friend and pledged on his deathbed that she'd keep it going.
One of the last things I said to Fred is, I know this is your baby and I will keep your baby. I will not let anything happen to it. I will keep it. People will have a drive-in in Shelton. And so here I am. I'm keeping a drive-in in Shelton, but we need to be open to do that.
It's more than a movie. Those who love the drive-in believe it's about coming together in ways that can keep coronavirus from spreading. Social distancing policies, changes at the concession stand, even requiring customers to park farther apart could make drive-ins uniquely capable of keeping their customers safe.
We're really built for this.
And as owners rely on the spring and summer months to carry through the year, an industry held together by a cult-like following just might not survive.
It's either bankruptcy or close, one of the two.
The potential to lose their livelihoods and one of our region's connections to our past is a curtain call none of these family operators want.
Social distancing is how we're fighting this virus. We can do that easily.
In Seattle.
And our staff is ready to go. As soon as we get the word, it won't take us long.
Steve Kiggins.
If we don't get open in the next few weeks, we're going to lose more and more of our nice weather.
Q13 News.
And you feel for them and so many business owners. A spokesperson for the governor's office says indoor movie theaters right now are listed in phase 3 of his staggered strategy to reopen our economy. While it's possible drive-ins could be shifted to phase 2, no decision on that has been made at